Your value as a person is not tied to the things you own. People with a lot of money get to do cool things, but I believe the highlights of a person's life are never really the cool things that they got to do. I think the highlight reel of our life would be far more likely to show us the moments we did good for someone else. If you ever go to a funeral and listen to what people have to say about that person, it almost never has anything to do with their stuff. And if it does, it usually is only to provide context for a story. I remember attending my grandfather's funeral. He was a fairly rich guy. At one point, he owned a ski resort and he was fairly involved in politics. But those were not the things anyone brought up outside of maybe mentioning them, like I said, to provide context for a story about him. They brought up the good things he did and how he impacted their lives. I actually love funerals. I think it's because for a moment, we all get to celebrate a person's life. I love that we get to hear about all those small little moments that people remember about that person, how they made someone laugh or how they handled some impossible problem. It's a privilege, really, to hear about the good things a person did in their life. It's an opportunity to take just a little bit of wisdom from the life of someone else. And although I'm in no rush to get to the end of my life, I hope when I do that I've done enough good for people in my life that they'll want to spend a little time talking about it. So maybe sell a few things, downsize a bit, start putting your time and money into things that actually give you some lasting benefits. Maybe start spending more of that time and money looking out for others that could use a hand. I'm sure you can get creative. So what is enough really? Well, enough is just whatever we need to stay alive, plus good people to live our lives with. Everything else is really just a bonus.